Morning, everybody. It's happy Friday. We're about 6 miles into our slack back to Angel's Rest, and started out with some climbs and feeling pretty warm. Got up to the top of this ridge here, and it's been darn right chilly. Finally found a spot down here where we kind of got out of the wind and was able to pull the camera out, but yeah, it's not too bad as long as we keep moving, but definitely a little cooler up here than we thought, and wouldn't be bad at all if the wind would lie down, but it's not, and I don't think we're going to see too much sun today, so, but doing a lot of ridge walking, lots of rocks, lots of uneven ground to contend with, but it's amazing when you don't have that extra load on the back. It's a little more tolerable, so thankful for that. And anxious to knock these miles out. Looking at doing a 20-mile slack today, and then I think actually a 22-mile slack tomorrow, and that should help take us through to a point where our rations and supplies will easily get us through to our next resupply, so, and give our feet a chance to kind of recover as well, hopefully. So, but yep, looking forward to a good weekend of hiking. We're getting back out into the windy area here, so put your way for it. Get too much of that wind noise, so talk to you more soon. Alright, 8 miles in and getting out of a ridge to walking up a road of some sort. Thankful to be out of the wind here for a little bit. Not that it's cold, but just kind of gets loud. Always blowing in your ear there. Looks like we might have some more up here though, as looks like we're getting up on kind of a bald here. Might get a little bit of a view though. That would be cool. I'll tune in a little further up the trail here.
Yeah, that was Pearisburg. Yeah, I've seen her before. I'm trying to remember where. Some hostel somewhere in Virginia.
Heck of a view up here, guys. We've got sun peeking out. It's kind of weird though. It hadn't been over the mountains very much. It's been sitting down there in that valley for what seems like the last hour and a half. But a little hazy and a little overcast, but we're kind of shielded from the wind right here. Ran into a fellow hiker back here called High Viz, and just chatting with him a little bit about what we got in store for the next few miles. So, but thankful for the view today for sure, and thankful to be out here. It's really a nice opportunity. So, but yeah, we'll be moving on down trail here just a little bit. Might take a little snack break right here, so recharge, get ready for the second half. Cruising on, folks. We are 11 miles in. Wind is still howling. Got a good spot down here where we're kind of sheltered from it. But yeah, it's been really crazy here these last 2 or 3 miles. Just not a lot of rocks, a lot of ridge walking, so we're not really doing a lot of climbing or anything. It's fairly flat. But hope this keeps up. Continue to make some pretty good time. We're past the halfway mark now, and know we got a good sized descent at the end. But that shouldn't be too bad. And then we're thinking about doing a 22-mile slack tomorrow, which really will give us some miles down the trail. 42 in the last 2 days, so we'll see how the feet feel. Make a game time decision later on tonight. Figure out what we want to do. But all right, everybody, we got a view. That town, if you can see it down below, Pearisburg, it's where we're heading. We can feel the full force of the wind up here. It's nothing to block it, so and across as we're going down this power line cut, power line road, service road. Looks like we're gonna walk this road for a bit of a stretch, so turning out to be a gorgeous day now. Sun finally came out. That's adding some nice warmth. The wind could settle down a bit. That would make it even nicer, but happy to not be getting rained on or be freezing cold. Tune in when we get a little further down. Hey there, friends. Closing in on 13-mile mark for the day. Got an interesting view ahead. Just crossed a little barbed wire fence and some sort of easement, I guess, that we're kind of going through. Pan out to our left here and you can see a little bit of Pearisburg off in the distance. That's where we're heading. Should have about 7 more miles to get there. then we move over here to the right. We got some more mountains out this way. It's been really cool to see the sun and the clouds rolling across the mountains today. Up ahead. No trees to paint the blazes on, so they put blazes on these posts. Out to the right again, you can kind of see houses, farmland out that way. All right, you can see the shelter and the privy just off the trail. Bandits heading back out. Meet up with me right here at the trail, and then we'll head to the right. But at this shelter, they've got a spectacular view. And we talked to a few hikers that stayed here last night, and actually they had issues with their tents blowing over, so the winds got really howling about 3 o'clock in the morning. And out that way, that's where we came from. So, yep. We're going to continue on in this wind. We got 7 more, mostly downhill, so should be pretty smooth sailing from here.
Take a look over here.
Yeah, gorgeous out there. Forever out there. Okay, we're continuing our descent back down into Pearisburg, and got about roughly 6, somewhere between 6 and 6.5. Going through a rocky stretch here on the downhill, but you can feel that temperature's already warmed up some, and we're out of the wind now. Such a big difference it can make with just a few hundred feet of elevation sometimes, especially on a windy day like today. So there's something to keep in mind whenever you're climbing the mountains. Good to stay on top of the weather, and because it can change pretty drastically in a hurry. You want to make sure you're prepared regardless. Alright friends, we have about 4.5 to go now, and you can see the color starting to add back in on the trees as we continue to drop. Really making for a pretty walk. Having an awesome Friday. Hope everybody has a great weekend coming up as we continue to move into spring, one of my favorite seasons of the year. So see you down trail. All right, just a little over 2 miles left to go, and still moving downward in a very gradual manner. Loving the way the sun's hitting these new leaves on the trees. Got about a mile to go. This is a factory that I understand manufactures, I think, cigarette butts, amongst some other things, I believe, but it's right off the AT. All right, we got a river crossing here. It's a way to finish up a hike.